Welcome to episode 68 of Meet the GIMP. My name is Rolf Steinert and I'm recording this in Bremen, northern Germany. You were expecting this show here on Tuesday and today is Thursday. I had technical problems here. My hard disk crashed and I had a full backup, so I have lost no data, but I had to reinstall all the stuff I need for the video production. And these programs are not standard Ubuntu, and you have to get them from different sources and so on. So it's not that easy, and somehow it isn't really working. I recorded a show on Tuesday and tried to edit it. Editing worked, but rendering in Cinelera crashed Cinelera, and that after half an hour rendering run, just before the end. I tried different versions of Cinelera, but all crashed, and then I tried a different video, and it seems that the video I was recording has something toxic in it. So this is a try, and well, this show will be short to keep the rendering times down. In my last show, I covered the setting up of GIMP 2.6, and I got a lot of comments, and I want to answer to these comments in this episode here. Let's start here with Fornit. I dissed the burn and dodge tool, and Fornit said, oh, have a look. It can do a lot, and I'll do that. I haven't found the time up to now to go to that, but I will cover the burn and dodge tool and try if it can do stuff that can't be done with the masks way. I usually do a burn and dodge with a layer on top of it in overlay mode and paint in white or black on it to burn and dodge. I'll try that. And then I got a comment that made me very happy. I'm very happy about all comments, but these comments make me very, very happy because Sven Neumann commented. And if you don't know Sven, Sven and Mitch Netterer, are the two maintainers of GIMP. And well, they do most of the work, and they coordinate the work. And if you read something of the two maintainers, usually you read something from Sven, because I think Mitch is more the coding guy and doesn't go to the outside so much as Sven. Sven is Mr. GIMP, the spokesman also, not only the coordinator but also the spokesman. And he has looked at the last episode and commented. And he asked me to try the new GIMP help browser, and I just dissed that too and said, okay, let's take Firefox, and I'll do that. Up to now I haven't found a version, precompiled version for Ubuntu with the GIMP help browser, but if that is available, I'll cover the help browser. And then there's something from Rudel. And Rudel said there's a much easier way to include tabs. Just next the tab's name is a small arrow. When you click on this, you can add a new tab. There's also another thing here by David Goers. David is also a GIMP developer, and he said the ability to lock tabs is there too. And let's have a look at that. So here is the tab, here is the little arrow, and when I click on this arrow here, I get the tool options menu. Okay, you can see the right thing, it's save, restore options and so on. I can add a tab, and okay, let me pull this over here. So here, the tool options menu, and I can add a tab, and here I get the same list as I had in this dialog here, Windows dockable dialogs. Here you get the same list. You get the same list here, and I can just add a tab, and let's say here undo history, and here is the tab undo history. This was what Rudel said, and let's explore this a little bit more. We can add a tab, just did that. I can close the tab, I can detach the tab. That is, if I click here, I have this as a single floating window. Can be nice if you want to have the tab somewhere on the screen open all the time and not switch between these tabs here. Okay, let's pull this back, and I can lock the tab to the dock, and now I can't pull this out here. I can detach it. No, it's well, it is not detachable, it's locked. I can undo the lock and use it again then. This was annoying. It is great that I can pull this away here, but especially if you work with a tablet, there is a danger that you just click on here and to switch to a different mode or something else, and then you have not really the pen up and drag your paintbrush dialog into your image window. Also, this is this is a great thing that this is working now. Okay, back to the comments. Another comment from Sven, and he says that there is a manual page for the GIMP.rc file, and that was the file I used to get rid of this dropping strip in the toolbox. This manual page has all the information that is needed, and you don't have to go through the system-wide GIMP.rc file. So let's have a look at that. As an old school Linux user, I use the command line. There's also a graphical help system, but this is far faster. GIMP.rc, and here it is, the GIMP configuration file. I don't know if how the access is under Windows and in Macintosh. I think there should be a help file. If not, drop me a note, then I'll put this here on the server, and you can find it online also. Just search for man GIMP.rc. So let's look if Wilbur is in here. If I type right, we'll find it, and here is Toolbox Wilbur. Yes. Okay, that is great too. Peter M has a comment about portable versions of GIMP, and that's a great thing too. You can install GIMP on a USB stick, on a memory stick, and just put it into a computer you don't own, where you can't install software, and then work from that stick. I think I have seen that for Windows, and I believe it's possible also for Unix. I don't know about the Macintosh, and if someone knows more about this, perhaps Peter or someone else, then please drop me a note where to find this information, and perhaps you can make a video or make a blog entry for that. This is really nice to be able to carry this around when you're visiting someone or working off-site. Just drop it into a computer and work with GIMP. Must be astonishing, an astonishing effect for the people who own this computer. And finally, I have here something from Sarah. I got some mails with the same content or similar content. If GIMP doesn't install correctly on your computer, you can bet on it if you're using a stable version of GIMP, so 2.6, not 2.7. If you're using a stable version of GIMP and you're not reading all over the place, the installer is broken, you can bet on it that the mistake is in your system and not in the installer. GIMP is really thoroughly tested before it's left out for us to use. So if you are running into problems, check your setup. Check what's left in your own GIMP user directory. Sometimes there are old plugins in there that contradict with current stuff. Delete this, or better, copy it to a different name and then see what you want to use further. Then check if you have left an experimental version on your machine, or if there are some rests of old stuff. And he had just some DLL conflicts, old DLLs in a system directory, and so this is quite common. I ran into these problems too with installing 261. I made a mistake there and it won't install the rest for me, so I had to remove GIMP completely. So if you run into a problem, try first to remove everything that is there from GIMP and then install new. Then I've got a comment, I can't find it at the moment, about this button here, the jiggle tool. You can't see the tooltip here. Use an arbitrary jiggle operation. Well, I have tried it once in the last video that you couldn't see, and I'll try it again now here. I have an image here, and I press jiggle. This tool has no options, okay. Just click into the image, and here we are. Select an operation from the list above. Well, let's have a look. I have a bilateral filter, a box blur, a brightening contrast, and C2G. Well, color temperature, I can see that. What's that? Some of this stuff is known to me, but other is I simply don't know. Let's try this mono mixer. And here we have the mono mixer. Looks like a part of the channel mixer, and I think the result is similar. And let's pull back red. You see, it is it's working far more slowly than the. Well, I really don't know if it's really slow, because if you look here, this is nearly 4,000 pixels over the width here. So perhaps I should try this with a smaller image. Okay, here we are again with a smaller image, 10% of the image we had, and let's have a look. So this could get a little bit more of red. So you see, this is basically the thing we had in the channel mixer without some extra options, but this here is this is a direct access to the machine room, and well, it can have some advantages, but this is only for hardcore users. I think this is something to play with for people who want to go into the depths of GIMP development, and for me it's up to now it's well, nice, but I'll keep out of there. Finally, I wanted to show you something I found out about the rectangular and circular ellipse select tool. When you select a rectangle or an ellipse, you can edit this. Okay, we have that, and you can make it smaller. We had that too, and now there is something nice here. I think it's new in 2.6. I had seen it before somewhere, but these handles flip to the outside of the area gets too small, these handles flip to the outside, so you can grab them. And then a thing that is definitely new is when you move this selection here, you see a little cross in the center. You see it here? Just here in the center? And now you can place this selection exactly where you want to have it. Let's say I want to place the selection around here. I can aim, and I can even do something more. I can just draw a ruler over here and one over here. When I move this now, this gets sticky. I'm just pulling up and down, you see here, and I can simply stick it to this cross here, and now it's exactly centered. Very nice thing here. Okay, I think this was it for this week. An emergency show. I'll be back next Tuesday, and you'll see more about Meet the GIMP then, and about GIMP 2. Goodbye.